Here we are. It is Monday, November 4th, 2024, the calm before the storm. I hope everybody watching this video has voted or is going to be voting. This to me is no doubt the calm before the storm. I think tomorrow night, my forecast, this is just me, I believe Mr. T will win. And I believe that the calm will be over and that we're going to see a potential of some problems maybe tomorrow night into the week, into the end of this year. Because I think that there are a lot of people that just will not accept it. And so as I make this video today, things are very calm. But tomorrow night is a whole different story. I know of some very wealthy people who have homes out here in the desert who are getting out of Los Angeles and coming here now to just weather this storm because of the potential of violence that they could see in Los Angeles. They're boarding up buildings for days in Washington, D.C. right now, so they're getting ready for something. If you're in an area where you don't feel too comfortable, maybe this is a good time to take a couple day vacation, get out of town. I do, again, this is just my forecast. I believe Mr. T will win tomorrow night, and I believe that we will see some problems arise tomorrow night and throughout the week and the year. So be aware of that if you need to get out, this is probably the time to do it right now. Maybe get out of these big cities, some of these hotbeds, until things simmer down a little bit. So look, I could be totally wrong. Maybe Harris takes it. Comment down below, who do you think is going to win? I will say this, please take some time this evening and say a prayer for this country, pray over this election. I think it's extremely important that we're all voting, that we're all praying, and that's about all we can really do at this point, right, is vote and pray. So I'm going to leave it there with that. I want to talk about some of this news today. More homeowners just started pulling cash out of their properties. Here's why. This on CNBC today. Well, I'm going to tell you why, because they're broke. And this is extremely dangerous. We saw this happen back before the great financial crisis. So many people had pulled money out of their homes. And that when home prices went down, these people could not get out because they had borrowed so much money out of their homes. This is a really, really bad sign in my opinion. And you want to know why people are able to take the vacations, why some people can go out to dinner, why some people are still partying like rock stars? Because they're tapping into the biggest ATM they have, their homes. This is extremely, extremely dangerous to do, ladies and gentlemen. But this is how some people are hanging on right now. They are borrowing money out of their homes. Big, big mistake. Here's another one today from Fox Business. Manufacturing sector sheds 78,000 jobs in the last 3 months. Anybody out there that does not believe that the economy is in shambles, you are no doubt drinking the Kool-Aid. I've never seen the U.S. economy this bad in my entire life, but this is a lot of job losses and more are coming. I think this is no doubt probably the most important election, at least in 100 years. Again, I pray that all of you are out there voting or have already voted. But we cannot continue down this road, ladies and gentlemen. This country is bankrupt. We're losing too many jobs. The middle class is being decimated. Here's one from the economiccollapse.com. Goodbye, middle class. Half of all American workers make less than $43,222 a year. All right. After they take taxes out, you don't have a whole lot left. This, according to the article, is terrible news. The cost of living is rising much faster than your paycheck. More people in the middle class are being squeezed out. You cannot live on $43,000 a year and expect to live the American dream. You just cannot have the American dream. And we're seeing a two-tier system now of haves and have-nots. Remember when your dad would go to work, your mom stayed home, you had 2 cars, a nice house, money in the bank, everybody ate 3 square meals a day on 1 income. Now, 2 incomes and people are struggling. They're working multiple jobs. Or now you're going to, you need 3 incomes. It's mom, dad, and one of the kids out there working a part-time job at a fast food restaurant. Or mom and dad are each working 2 jobs. So that now that's 4 jobs. So we are seeing the erosion of our standard of living, and it's really been accelerating the last couple years to where now it is obvious you cannot sweep this stuff under the rug. People know that something is broken here. They have no money in the bank. Their credit cards are at the highest they've ever been. People cannot sleep at night. They don't know how they're going to pay their bills. People are behind on utility bills. Here's another one, a lockdown economy without the lockdowns. 48% of U.S. small businesses couldn't even pay their rent last month. This is extremely concerning. Half of our small businesses could not pay their rent last month, and we're being told that everything is fine. That's up from the 41% in July and August. So now we're at 48%, up from 41% in July and August. Small business owners are leveraging everything to stay in business. What are they leveraging? They're leveraging their homes, their retirements, their retirement accounts. People are running out of time and money. How many small businesses did we lose since the health crisis? They never talk about that. We hear about these big layoffs at big corporate America, but we're not hearing about what's happening to small businesses. You know, people that have 5, 10, 20, 50 employees. We don't hear about those layoffs. We don't hear how the small business owner is having to, leverage their home, their retirement accounts just to try and stay in business, to buy some time. And they are running out of time. And small businesses are the backbone of America. Without small businesses, we don't have an economy, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, most people in this country are employed by small businesses. Here's another one today from The Hedge. U.S. factory orders tumbled in September. Again, another reinforcement that what the television is telling us, what the people in the $2,000 and $3,000 suits are telling us is completely opposite. Factory orders fell 0.5% month over month. They are down 1.6% year over year. Durable good orders fell 0.7% month over month. 6 of the past 7 months, durable good orders have been revised down. We are going to have big trouble. I believe we're going to see real big trouble in 2025, because that is when I believe they will pull the rug out. And when they pull the rug out, they're going to throw this in somebody's lap. Well, whoever the president, whoever the next president is going to be, this is going to be thrown in their lap. And I have an idea whose lap they will be throwing that in. Small business uncertainty hits all-time high ahead of Election Day. Wall Street is booming. Main Street is feeling the uncertainty and definitely the pain, without a doubt. So, in my opinion, I believe that that the economy has been sacrificed for Wall Street, so that a very, very small percentage of people at the very, very top are getting very, very wealthy at the cost of the U.S. economy, at the cost of small businesses, at the cost of your standard of living, at the cost of the U.S. dollar, which is buying less and less. Again, how many small businesses have we lost in the last 4 or 5 years? A lot, and they're not coming back. It is so difficult to open a business right now. And how about a restaurant? Who would go into the restaurant business now? It's such a bad business to be in. 1.3 million chickens killed after poultry producer files bankruptcy. Pure Prairie Poultry Inc. In Iowa filed bankruptcy in late September, leaving the fate of 1.3 million chickens in doubt. So no buyer showed up. So they needed to get these birds to market weight. And in order to do that, you got to feed a lot of birds, 1.3 million. Nobody came in. Nobody took over this company. Nobody bought this company. And so what did they do? Since nobody could afford to feed these animals, they had to put them all down. What a tragedy. What a waste. 1.3 million chickens put down because nobody could afford to feed them. How many people would 1.3 million chickens feed? So the court apparently ordered to put them down. That's what happened. And it is really sad to see when there's so many people that are food insecure in America, so many people starving across the world, and we put down 1.3 million chickens because nobody could afford to feed them. I think things are much worse than you realize, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that this persuades everybody to go out and vote. Next U.S. president to face slowing economy, experts warn. On paper, on the television, everything looks really good. Third quarter GDP is expected to climb 2.6% above inflation, and median wages increased nearly 2.5% adjusted for inflation over the past 2 years. But Americans don't feel like the economy is working well for them. Absolutely 100%. They can tell us anything they want. They can print anything they want on a piece of paper. They can tell somebody in a beautiful suit to tell us that everything's wonderful. But at the end of the day, when you go to the grocery store, when you look at your bank account, when you go and get your car serviced, when you pay for a service, when you go and put gas in your car, when you pay your phone bill, your utility bill, your rent, you know that things are bad no matter what anybody is telling us. So it's amazing how they can continue to just tell us everything is rosy when it's horrible. Only 21% consider business conditions good. Can we afford another 4 years of this? Credit card debt is up 16% over the past 2 years. How much longer can people hang on? Steve Hanke, professor of economics at Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore. I watch Professor Steve Hanke many times on many shows, said the economy is running on fumes and is bound to slow down. I think it's been slowing down for quite a long time. The system will do everything to fight it, ladies and gentlemen. They will print money. They will tell you everything's fine. They may even send you stimulus, anything to revive and resuscitate this economy. But it's not going to work. Expect, I believe, in 2025, markets to be extremely volatile, the debts and deficits to get much bigger, the standard of living for the average American to continue to go down. And look, no matter who wins this election, no matter who wins, we got big trouble. The trouble is the debt and the deficits. They're humongous. And it is not going to be something that can be fixed overnight, if it can be fixed at all. So no matter who wins, I want to be very clear here. There is no miracle that is going to take place in 2025. I would say get ready to feel a lot of pain. Get ready for more inflation. Get ready for very tough times, ladies and gentlemen. Now, look, granted, I think Mr. T can slow the bleeding. I think he can begin to resuscitate the victim here, or the patient here a little bit. But it's going to take so much time if it can even be done at this point. So again, you have unsustainable deficits, galloping debt levels combined with a crumbling military, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the recipe for the destruction and end of an empire, unfortunately. If we read history, history doesn't just rhyme. It repeats itself time and time again. There was a good article on the hedge today. Gold, best asset in the 2000s, but you ain't seen nothing yet. Again, if you have a few minutes, read these articles, Google this stuff. You are watching the demise of an empire right now. I don't know if it can be saved. Reading the comments over the last couple weeks, many people think it cannot be saved at this point. It cannot be resuscitated at this point. And I pray that those people are wrong. I'm going to be optimistic that we still have a chance, but that chance is dwindling every day because we continue to print so much money, borrow so much money, overspend. We're giving money to all these countries while we're bankrupt. This is a recipe for disaster. Gold in 1970 was $35 per ounce. We had about $400 billion in debt. Today, we have $35 billion in debt. And you're looking at gold around $27.50 today. And as the debt gets bigger, as we print more money, the dollar continues to lose purchasing power. The dollar's lost, 97, 98%, maybe 99% of its purchasing power over the last 100 years. And what happens when it loses 99.9%? Look, gold is, in my opinion, no doubt going to go to $10,000. And then it's going to go beyond that, because when the dollar loses 99.7, 99.9% of its purchasing power, just like this article explains, it's going to 10,000, then it's going to 30,000. I think we're coming to a point in our life that we're going to stop measuring our wealth in dollars and we're going to start measuring it in ounces. And if you watch Texas Silver last night, he did a really good video, so make sure you check out Texas Silver, my dear friend Aaron. You know, there's people that talk about, oh, you just talk about gold and silver and you worship it. Let me be very, very clear here. I don't worship money one iota, okay? I have gold, I have silver for insurance, wealth insurance, trying to protect the wealth that I have. Money is not bad to have. When you worship it and you make it your God, it's very, very bad. But I have it because it allows me a little bit of freedom. If Nugget needs to go to the vet on an emergency and it's $500, she's going to get taken care of, right? If I fall down, need to go to urgent care, need some stitches, and it's $500, I'm getting my knee taken care of, I'm getting my stitches, right? If I want to buy a property remote and rural where I feel safer, I have the money to do that. So money allows you to make better choices. It allows you to have more choices. It allows you more freedom. If your kid is not getting a good education in a public school and you have the money to send them to a private school and give them an advantage, well, that's wonderful, right? That's what money's for. Use money as a tool. Money should not be your God. If you can eat a better, cleaner, healthier diet, it costs more money, but you can do it, right? If you lost your job tomorrow and you have 12 months of reserves, you're gonna have time to get another job. Hopefully, you're gonna have time to think a little bit. Not be somebody that's just going to go into a chaotic time in their life because they just lost their job and they're falling behind in the bills and they don't have a plan, they don't know what to do. That's going to be instant chaos for those people. But if you have money, you can buy some time. You're going to be able to sleep tonight. You have the resources to get by for the next 12 months. That's what money allows. Money allows you to just, have more freedom and more choices. So this is why I, for years, have been telling people to, stop with the boozing, stop with the Vegas trips, stop with the vacation, stop buying dumb stuff, and put some money aside for a storm that is coming. You'll be happy that you did. You'll sleep better at night knowing that you have money put away and that you have assets like gold and silver put away that are extremely liquid that, when some opportunities pop up, you have cash, you have gold, silver that's extremely liquid. You can take advantage of some opportunities, set your family up for the future. Live a more comfortable, safer life. So I want to be very clear with that. So anyways, tomorrow is going to be absolutely crazy. Please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow night? This is what I want to know from all of you. What is going to happen tomorrow night? Who wins? Who loses? Are we going to see some chaotic events take place tomorrow night? Are you getting out of the city right now? Do you have a plan? Are you boarding up buildings? What are you seeing in your areas? Let me know your thoughts on this. I think tomorrow is going to be a very interesting night. Personally, I do believe Mr. T will win, and I do believe we're going to see some chaos because of that. And I think it will continue throughout the week and the year. Could be wrong. Just a forecast. Let me know your forecast and what you see coming. Maybe we won't even have an answer tomorrow night. It's very, very possible. Who knows what could happen? We're not even there yet. Anything could happen before the election. So I'm going to be very interested to see what happens after the election. So comment down below. Please like, share, subscribe. Have a wonderful evening. And please, tonight, take a couple minutes. Please, the power of prayer is so important. I'm going to take some time tonight. I'm going to say a very powerful prayer. I want you to all do the same. Our country depends on this. There's a lot of witches, there's Satanists, there's warlocks coming against Mr. T. And I don't sit here and get political, but there is a lot of evil coming against this man. And I want to know why so many evil people, so many Satanists and witches are coming against this man. And I think it's because he actually does believe in God. And I think he actually has the heart that he really wants to do something for America, and that God is really leading and directing this man. So no guarantees, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I don't like Satanists. I don't like witches and warlocks. I don't like evil. So we should all stand up. We should all take a couple minutes tonight and use the most powerful energy in the entire universe that is at our fingertips, and that is praying to God. And with God and with powerful prayer, we will dominate this election, and we will hopefully, prayfully, have a chance of maybe turning this country around. It's in our hands, not just one man. This country needs to make a huge decision tomorrow Pray for it. God bless. Be safe. Take care.